welcome back to my channel. I'm Becky Joy, your postpartum corrective exercise specialist. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you the 5 lies that the marketer, the coach, the personal trainers that are telling you that you should be doing to heal your diastasis, to get rid of your belly, to be healthy and fit after having your baby. I wanted to share with you these 5 lies. I'm not lying to you because I'm a really tough coach. I don't know if it seems like that way, but my client always tells me,
Becky, like, you're pretty tough. Like, you know, even my husband is kind of scared of you.
That's what I like to hear. That I like to hear people think I'm a tough coach. Like, I don't sugarcoat too much. Like, there are time in a place where, you know what, I'll be gentle with you. You know, I understand that you just had a baby and you're going through a lot. It's a roller coaster journey just to be a new mom, but it doesn't mean that I am gonna babysit you. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, oh, that's okay, take your time, you'll be fine. No, I don't do stuff like that. Like, I will actually tell you to do the stuff that you need to do, and I'll coach you through it. There are reality that you have to do certain things. If I tell you, oh, you'll be fine, just do some walk and you'll be okay. Oh, just drink enough water, 3 liters of water, you'll be fine. Like, that's not enough. So, like, I'm not gonna tell you something that is not really gonna move the needle forward. It's not gonna do anything good for you. At the end of the day, you feel more depressed. At the end of the day, you feel like you're just stepping around the circle. It's not gonna help you. It doesn't mean that I'm mean, and I don't think you think I'm mean either. Now, the very first lie that people will tell you that healing your diastasis or healing your abdominal separation is not gonna be fast. It's not gonna be fast. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a year. It's gonna take 18 months. There are some cases that will be that extreme, but what I think behind a lot of the people behind these, they're saying that is because they just want to keep bringing you back to the clinic. They want to keep bringing you back to the office, to keep on checking on you, to make sure you're fine, to make sure you're doing okay. Now, I'm not bashing about the industry of the physiotherapist, but if you have been to a physiotherapist, especially for your diastasis, and I have been there, they don't generally see you every day. Every other day, they don't do it. Not like a personal trainer that maybe they will see you 3-4 times a week. But with physio, they only see you, if you're lucky, maybe every once a week. Only if you're lucky. I think most of the time is every 2 weeks, maybe even once a month, if you can get an appointment, because they are for some reason they are high demand. And to see a specialized physio in pelvic health and in diastasis, it's not that easy to find. So when you do find one, they're in high demand and they don't get to see you often. So they kept telling you to come back. It's gonna take a long time. It will take you like maybe a whole treatment will take you 6 months, and then you just have to keep going back every 1 month to check up. And then during that month, they will give you a pamphlet, PDF, maybe some videos, some simple videos to tell you exactly what to work on, and then go back. Now, it doesn't have to be this way. It takes a long time. It's frustrating to take such a long time to address the issues that you're facing, whether it is just pain in your core weakness, back pain, maybe you have incontinence, you're leaking when you're jumping, when you're like even running or chasing after your toddler. These are not helpful to be like, oh, it's gonna take a long time. I think not only do they just want to keep you coming back, but the second thing is just like, yeah, they are in high demand, they don't have time to see you, so they just say it so that, you know, oh, they want to set that expectation to you that it's gonna take that long. But it's not true, because I have many hundreds of clients that I've helped in my from a 2 months program up to a 6 months program, and some of them are even longer. Not just because they wanted to get rid of that belly and heal the diastasis. They want to get fit, get in shape, and get into a toned hot mom bod. Nothing wrong with that. Admit it if you do want it. And some people think, oh, you know what, I just had a baby, I'll just be happy that I had beautiful babies. It's true, you know, you should be grateful, and I'm very grateful to have my 2 children, but it doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice yourself, that you cannot be that hot mom that you're dreaming, that you want to. Like, I do wanted to have 6-pack abs. I do wanted to look that toned hot mom. I want to be like running around with my children in the beach and like chasing after them and like just like tossing them in the air, in the ocean. I think that's a beautiful scene, and I want that, and I'm not afraid to admit it. No, I'm, even though I am turning 35, I think, turning 35 this year, like, I'm not afraid that, yeah, at this age, I still want to do stuff like that like when I was in 20s. Why not, right? What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't have to take that long. When you are following a structured program, when you're following a program that has exercises, that has nutrition components with it, and also like a detailed laid out plan that you know exactly what you need to do, instead of like doing something here and there, and like midweek later you're like, oh, what do I need to do again? And then like next week you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Then you always adulting yourself, and then like the next month you go back to the physio like, oh yeah, it closed a little bit, but like, okay, let's work on this, let's work on that. It's not very helpful. So like that's really the very first lie I think they all lie to you, is that it takes a long time, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Now the second lie people are lying to you are saying that diastasis can only be healed through a surgery or through a tummy tuck. Now that's not true. Many of these moms, when they went to see their own family doctor, OB, or physio, they all told them the same thing. Oh, you know what? I think, you know, after you're done having your babies, the surgery is the best way to go. They will put a mesh there, they'll cut open, they'll sew together, that's fine. But you just make sure that you just finish babies, because if you are not done with having baby, that mesh will stretch again and you're gonna have to do it, the surgery again. So that's not true. And I think that we are very quick to tell people that answer. I find that a lot of my clients, whoever they've seen, they're very quick to tell them, oh, this is the only option. So you think like that, but then like I just don't think people are taking responsibility when they are saying these kind of things to you. You don't feel good mentally. Internally, you don't feel good about hearing that. Who wants to be cut open again? Especially if you had a cesarean birth. I didn't have a cesarean, but I have heard lots of stories about it. It's not comfortable. The healing, it takes a long time, and a tummy tuck surgery will take a really long time for you to heal, on top of all the complications that you could have. Like, it's a big procedure, and I think that people are just a little bit irresponsible to me just to say that upfront. Really tell somebody, if you want to help somebody, you need to show them exactly what you need to do based on your situation. Okay, your diastasis, you have 4 fingers or 3, the whole finger depth, or you have only 2 fingers. Okay, no problem. And you have back pain, right? Okay, where is your back pain? Where exactly it is sitting? Okay, how's your ribs? But we look at your overall portfolio, and not just like, oh, here's some exercise and do it. And then if that doesn't work, just go do surgery. I don't think that's a very good answer, and I think that's totally a lie, so you should not be believing it. Now the third thing marketers are lying to you. When you are scrolling through the internet, people keep hitting you with it because you click on something that you thought you were interested, and then the advertisement keep hitting you with more of those stuff. And I'm talking about gadgets and tools to guarantee that you're gonna get a flat tummy. And that's like the cool sculpting, you know, people pay thousands of dollars to do cool sculpting, and the EMS, the waves, I don't know, whatever they put on a machine on you, and like putting some waves on you, the cooling gel, right, is supposed to like sculpt you, like making you look like a Barbie if you're putting on those gel, or like this magical belly wrap that will wrap you like a bikini model. And I just want to prove these people wrong too. Like, I'm just in that competitive mind, like, no, this is not gonna work, but I'm gonna try anyways. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Nothing worked. I try, except for the cool sculpting. I did not try, but like everything else, this gel, this electric wave, this you know, whatever they say the belly wrap was, and like the cooling cream or whatever, nothing worked. I don't see any results. Maybe if anything, like the gel and the cream, those kind of things might help the appearance of the stretch marks and a little bit of that loose skin, so it's not so obvious. Did it tighten? No. Did it get rid of my diastasis? Absolutely not. Did it help me with you know, shaping and like getting rid of my back pain and just feeling good? I don't think so. No, not at all. These gadgets are just gimmick, and people just like preying on that mindset in you that, oh, this is only $20 or only $50. Okay, maybe the cool sculpting could be like $1,000, but like, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to eat, you don't have to prep food, you don't have to exercise. This is a quick fix. Everybody wants a quick fix, right? If you can tell me I can get a six-pack abs tomorrow if I just pay $1,000, oh yeah, absolutely. I think the whole world will do it. But there's no such a magical unicorn there, right? You have to work for it. And not only is exercise, it's nutrition as well. These two things, they are going hand in hand, and you cannot do one without the other. Everything else, they could be a supplementary to what you're doing with exercise and nutrition, but don't put too much hope in it. If you're only relying on those kind of products to help you, just forget it. Just forget it. Now, the number 4 thing that people are lying to you, and this is more like the personal trainers, the people at the gym, they'll tell you 2 things. One thing, if you wanted to get rid of your tummy, do lots of sit-up. Let's do your sit-up. Let's do some cardio. Let's get rid of that body fat. Let's do it. Let's just do more core exercises. And we all know that this could be stretching your tissues, your abdominal muscles even more, making the diastasis worse than it should be. Because if you're pushing yourself too much, doing a plank or sit-up, when you're not ready yet, it will. And that's where you got the abdominal separation to begin with, because you were pregnant and lots of core pressure in your tummy pushes the tummy out and much bigger than you are, and you're not able to manage that core pressure properly during pregnancy because it's hard for you to control. But when you had a baby inside, that's where the diastasis occurred. If you continuously push yourself without paying attention to, you're not managing the core pressure, meaning like you see yourself doming, bulging out, and you still keep pushing. And I did that, okay? And I'm talking about that from my very first-hand experience. It could worsen the situations and making your tummy looks even more bigger, and the gap could stretch even more. Vice versa, the personal trainer in the gym will also lie to you. They are not educated in helping moms with diastasis. They will tell you, okay, let's do weightlifting exercises. Let's follow a program with some HIIT component and weightlifting exercises. Follow your nutrition. But they will dance around the core. They will not touch the core. They will not get you to do any core exercises because they don't know how to. They want you to work on your nutrition so you can lose some weight, right? To build on some muscles. But then they don't work on your core. And how is that gonna work? How is that gonna address your root cause of the abdominal separations? It's not gonna address it because you're doing everything else but that. Like you might feel like, oh, my arms are feeling more toned, like everything is slimming down, and that's exactly what my client described when they had personal trainers. Everything slimmed down except for her tummy. The tummy remains the same. She still has back pain. Some of them still experience leaking issues. So that's the lie they're telling you. Like they won't tell you that they're not educated, because of course they want your business. They do understand the general health overall. They do have the hearts to help you, but they just don't know how to address it the right way. So you need to be careful when you just had a baby and you wanted to get back in shape, and you wanted to, especially if you know you have diastasis, you need to know how to do it and who has the knowledge to help you, to give you a structured plan that will help you with your pelvic floor and the diastasis. Now, if you don't think you have any pelvic floor weakness, and that's not true. We all have some sort of pelvic floor weakness, whether it is tight or loose. There is some sort of weakness there after baby. It might spontaneously heal, but you will have experienced some at some point. And we need to look at it just to make sure that it's in good tone, normal tone, and so then we can work on the diastasis. We don't want to work on the diastasis and risk you having a prolapse, risk you to leak when you don't leak in the beginning, or risk you for getting tighter and you have painful sex and you are having a painful experience when you're inserting a tampon, for example. So this is the reason why we need to address your pelvic floor in order to heal your diastasis. We are working synergistically, holistically together with your whole body, along with nutrition. Make sure that you don't believe and you don't just trust somebody who just say, okay, you don't need to do core, or maybe just only do core. None of those are correct. Now, the 5th lies that people are telling you are something that you probably seen it many times, whether it is through maybe a Facebook group, people commenting on the Facebook group, influencers on social media, they say it takes 9 months to grow a baby, it'll take 9 months to heal. So take it easy, be gentle on your body. I wanted to tell you, I say that too, and I think I said that in the beginning of the video. It does take 9 months to grow a baby. You need to take a little bit time to heal yourself. You don't need to be doing nothing in this 9 months, or in this from you giving birth to like 9 months later. You don't need to do nothing. You have to do something in order to move the needle forward. It depending on how you feel too. If you're feeling like this is great, everything is going well in my life, I'm feeling really good at where I am in this season in my life, sure, that's not a problem. And I think I applaud you for that, for accepting where you're at and you're feeling good, and that you're not blaming yourself, you don't feel guilty, and you're feeling good about your body and about yourself. Awesome. I'm really happy for you. But at the same time, if you're somebody who are not happy and you are just sitting at the couch feeding the baby, or like you're maybe just watching a TV and like you're just feeling really uncomfortable about yourself, but you don't do anything, and that's the wrong mindset to have. Yeah, sure, it takes 9 months to grow a baby. It doesn't take 9 months to heal. You can do many things. It doesn't have to be vigorous. And you can still be gentle with yourself, but you have to do something. And I know that's hard. It's a hard pill to follow. A lot of us are just lazy and too complacent with where we are. But at the same time, we're like, oh, I really wanted to get rid of 20 pounds. I really wanted to not look pregnant anymore. I wanted to wear this dress. And if you have this kind of goal, do something about it, right? And not just sit there and complain about, I don't have time. Oh, my baby wakes up every 2 hours. I have to work. I have to cook. Oh, my kids always want my attentions. I had been there. Many of the clients that I've helped always had that situation during their fitness journey. But how are we gonna structure it and organize in a way that's gonna fit you and your family? And I think that's something that you need to sit down and think about. If there is a goal, you have to work toward it. There's no way to go around it. If you want to reach a goal, you have to do something that moves the needle to help you to reach it. And having a structure, having a planned out day, writing your journal that I talked about in my last week video, writing your 5-minute journal every day to focus and prioritize the things that you need to do and achieve, you're going to feel so much better about the things and that is going around you, and you know where to focus your energy on. We don't have time. Yes, I agree. And sometimes, our time is not our time. And that's like the very one thing I learned is, after being a mom, you do not control your time anymore. The 24 hours you have are not all yours. It's somebody else. But you have to take some control of it, knowing that you need to prioritize yourself because you're the center of the household. If you fall down, the whole household will fall down. So that's all I have in today's video. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe and share it with your friends. And if you want more resources to get you fit and strong after baby, head over to my Instagram at BeckyChoi_. I will be sharing a lot more with you, tips, exercises, nutrition, and some of the personal insight that I only share on my Instagram. Don't be afraid to put yourself first. This journey is so much more than the aesthetic. Getting in shape is about your health, it's about empowerment, and it's about being the best version for yourself and for your family, because you deserve to look and feel the best. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.